So I'm Jeff McCouts. The whole first floor, 1 and 200, are pretty typical. They're all split system carrier heat pumps. Okay, so it's your typical residential split system. There's a condenser on the roof, and the fan coil's down here. The fan coil's right there. There's a filter box, an aftermarket filter box right here. There's a differential filter pressure switch to tell you if the filter's dirty. I don't recommend going by that. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably on a schedule to change filters. And we have a mixing box. On every one of them, there's a mixing box. So we got the outside air is coming out this soffit right here, and then we've got the return air, which is over here. So it acts as an economizer. So if it's cool enough outside and conditions are right, the box will stroke to, you know, give you free cooling. You can see the return air actuator up there and the outside air actuator here. Now there's no power exhaust on any of these. So on the other side of the room, there's a barometric relief damper. So if the room is pressurized because we're in economy mode, you know, the barometric relief dampers will just open up and theoretically force the pressure out. There's also, unfortunately, on every one of these units, there's a pump for the condensate. So the whole first floor, both these buildings, 1 and 200 here, there's a condensate pump. We all hate them, but there was no other way to do it, I guess. So you'll have to keep and that's over there. It's probably right on the other side of the light up there. If you guys want to climb up the ladder and check it out.
Oh yeah, just a 120 pump.
Yeah, actually it's a 208 or 230. Yeah, so it's hardwired into the fan coil.
Okay, so the fan coil goes down, so it's the pump.
So yeah, so you'll have to, you know, if you're going to go replacing them, you gotta, you know, the 120s are prevalent on the shelf, but
yeah,
if you're looking for the 208, 230,
all special order.
yeah, you might have to. I don't know. There's a carrier RTU open controller. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the open system, the carrier open system, the EMS, BMS system. Yes, no, maybe. No other tools yet?
A little bit.
Okay, so there's a controller in every package unit, fan coil, whatever, that is all networked together, comes back to a central location for computer access. So it's basically, it takes the sensor on the wall over there, that carrier sensor, and it just, you know, it converts it to a digital out. You got your fan, your Y1, your Y2, your W1, your W2.
Is that the iView program? Or
It is the iView, yeah. So it's through the iView. So there's a diagram on the outside of every one of these, of that controller right there. It's a laminated diagram that shows you, you know, what wire does what.
Right.
And there's quite the pigtail coming off of those controllers. So, you know, there's about 15 blue wire nuts on every one. So the diagram is there for you guys to, you know, help. Yeah, because without it, there's no designation on the controller that says this wire is this, and it's not even industry standards on the colors, unfortunately. You know, they didn't use yellow for Y1 or, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's just double sticky tape to the side of that thing.
Snap a picture of it.
Yeah, take a picture of it. I have some other.
Are they all the same?
Yeah.
All the units, the wiring the same?
Yeah, all these are the same.
Okay.
Now, for the majority, like that whole first floor and this whole side of this building, the other side has a slightly different variant of fan coils, and they're 100% outside air, the area we just came from. And they're heat pumps as well, but they're slightly different. They're a commercial grade heat pump where it uses, and it does the heat pump internally. So instead of, you know, energizing O for the heat pump on these, over there it's just, you know, W1, you know, so it's all done internally at the unit. So
Do these have a end switch for when they're calling, if they go in economizer mode, to where it locks out to where the AC won't come on?
well, it's in the program, but
So
it
will
will
lock-
stage on the AC unit if it's not keeping up with the demand. So if the set point's not being satisfied or the space temperature is not coming down, then it'll bring on mechanical cooling. So it'll stage on outside air first if the outside air is good.
What's that set point for that, or whatever the room temperature wants it to be?
Say it again?
Whatever the room temperature set point is, that'll determine if the mechanical cooling comes back on in economizer mode, or is it
Yeah,
something with the outside air?
No, it's, well, there's an outside air lockout.
Right.
But if the space temperature is not coming down at a reasonable clip, you know, based on the algorithm, then the controller will go ahead and initiate first stage mechanical cooling and bring on the compressor. So they may be on at the same time, or free cooling, like in the winter when it's nice and cool here, it might not need it at all. Like right now, for instance, there may not be any mechanical cooling, there's no need, it's bringing the space temperature down. Any other questions on these?
Quick one.
Yep.
Primary condensate drains where?
The primary drains into the pump and it gets pumped out to Magic Land. I'm not sure exactly where that
The
goes.
secondary's on the other
The
side.
secondary is right here, so.
Well, 200's on the exterior. You can see it's in the dry well right by the electrical panel out here. You can see this side, he's got one line going there.
Is that for all of them?
I'd have to talk to Dan.
I thought that one was just for that split over there.
It could be just for the split. I thought that was for all of them over here, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
Secondary pan.
There is no secondary pad, so
Yeah.
it's just,
No secondary pan.
it's a typical carrier split where they got there's a little dam in the, you know, secondary overflow, and if it gets above, you know, that, then it starts spilling out into the overflow and dripping down
So
there.
there's no actual, wow.
Keep standing there, Roman.
No, it's gonna be fun when, carpets are.
Yeah, you know,
And
none of us techs are a fan of pumps, you know, by any means. I know all these other schools you've been to, the Cleveland and the Riley, they had all those Maxi Orange mini pumps with the inline pumps. I mean, they just, these are full-size pumps at least.
Are they all labeled like this one is right there?
They are, yeah, so the sticker should be closest to the tile that you need to take out to get where you need to get. So, well, you know, I can't do everything myself, so I send a guy around and I say, do this. And whether it gets done correctly or not, this one happens to be right, so I'm gonna go, yes, we're good. So, all the filters, on all of these units, are right there. Or is that, yeah.
The wire going across the
I wasn't in charge of ceilings, you know, but this is actually not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
You've had worse, I know.
Oh,
Because you're pointing out all the things that we all hate,
Yeah,
you know?
how you gonna
And,
do that?
and it doesn't matter where it happens.
Yeah.
So that filter got put in before you still.
Yeah, the equipment was hung, and then the ceiling got put in later, and, you know, the ceiling guys do not care about us.
Oh, no.
Nobody cares about us.
Oh, absolutely.
Tim cares about us.
That's my filter.
Mark cares about us.
Well, yeah.
Everybody does a little bit. Mark says a little
Ceiling
bit.
guys, electricians, plumbers.
So, all right, any other questions on these splits? We're gonna go to the roof after this and kind of see the other half of it. But, so, there's maybe 10 exhaust fans in this building, okay, and they're spread out. They're in the girls' and boys' bathrooms, there's some bar fans. There's some exhaust fans across the hall where we just were, since those are 100% outside air units. We're gonna end up over there where we started, hopefully, if everything goes well. There's some exhaust fans over there, and they're all, you know, tied into a schedule or whatever. Now, they didn't give us any provisions for interlocking these things, so this building happens to be the cleanest that we were able to conjure up for you guys, and I'm thinking of you guys when we did this, but when we got to the other building, we had to do what we had to do because they didn't give us a place to do the interlocks. In this building, there's two cans. There's one on this floor where that open tile is. Let's walk over there and take a look at that.